Vraka slammed her ash spear into the docking deck. The clang echoed through the station's atrium. Shards of reinforced alloy sprayed outward. She blocked Mara's path completely. Her roar followed, a guttural blast that rattled Mara's teeth. Fangs gleamed under the harsh lights. Scaled muscles tensed along her forearms. Mara didn't flinch. She stepped forward instead, right into the warrior's threat radius. Ugh! Vraka froze. Her yellow eyes widened. The roar cut off mid-breath. Mara kept her voice steady. Calm protocol. She'd seen stress displays before. Human, alien, didn't matter. This looked like one. You seem upset. Do you need a hug? Vraka's crest flared red. She snapped 2 fingers. Her escort lunged forward. 2 burly ash spear guards, claws extended. Mara raised empty palms. No retreat. Wait. Interpreter first. Not backup. The guards halted inches from her. Vraka's spear twitched in her grip. Selentar pushed through the crowd. The alien bureaucrat's robes swished. She activated her recorder. Incident logged. Human aggression confirmed. Formal complaint filed to Alliance Oversight. Mara blinked. Aggression? I offered comfort. Selen's tendrils quivered. You invaded her dominant zone. Vraka demands restraint protocols. Chief Rios arrived then. His boots thudded on the deck. Security drones hummed behind him. Stand down, everyone. Keen. Report. Mara lowered her hands slowly, stayed in place. Vraka blocked the path during greetings. Spear slam. Roar. Standard ash spear challenge, right? But her posture screamed distress. Crest high, tails rigid. I defaulted to de-escalation. Vraka snarled. She yanked her spear free, pointed it at Mara. This soft skin mocks me. Selen translated fluidly, her voice amplified over the station comms. The atrium screens flickered to life, public feed activated. Dozens of envoys watched now. Rios rubbed his jaw. Keen's clean, no weapons, palms open. Vraka, your move started this. Vraka's forearms crossed. Her status hung on this. Intimidation defined her rank. Failure meant demotion, exile from the spear clans. Mara tilted her head, watched the warriors' tails lash. Selen, tell her I'm not challenging. Humans hug for stress, reduces cortisol, builds trust. Selen scoffed. Manipulation. Humans twist weakness into weapons. The crowd murmured. Station cams zoomed in. Alliance feeds picked it up. Dillions watched live. Vraka barked an order. Her guards grabbed Mara's arms. Claws pricked skin but didn't draw blood. Mara exhaled slow, no panic. Easy, I'm not fighting. Rio stepped closer. Release her. Now, or I authorize force. Vraka hesitated, her eyes locked on Mara's. No fear there, just concern. Selen's recorder beeped. Escalation noted. Human compliance feigned. Mara met Vraka's gaze. Your heart's racing. I hear it. Let go, and we talk. The warrior's grip loosened. Guards stepped back. Rios nodded. Good. Debrief in conference room. Private. But Selen overrode. Public scrutiny required. Broadcast continues. They herded into the central chamber. Glass walls showed the atrium crowd. Cameras everywhere. Mara sat first. Offered a chair to Vraka. Please. Vraka loomed instead. Spear planted beside her. Explain this, Hug. Mara smiled faint. Physical reassurance. We do it for friends. Family. Anyone hurting. Selen interjected. Lies. Humans dominate through false empathy. Rios crossed his arms. Keen's record spotless. Saved 3 exchanges last cycle. Vraka's crest dipped. Blue now. Curiosity. My ritual demands fear. Yield. You. Advanced. Mara nodded. I read cues wrong. Thought you needed help? Sorry. The warrior paced. Tails slowed. No soft skin ignores a spear roar. Trained not to. Mara kept palms visible. Liaisons learn body language. Yours matched human panic signals. Coincidence. Coincidence. Or trap. Vraka stopped. Stared at Mara. Panic? Spears know no panic. Mara pointed to the spear. That slam. Too hard. Deck dented deeper than protocol. Roar pitched high. Stress fracture. Vraka's eyes narrowed. then widened. Docking clamp failed. Ship grazed hull. Clan honor at risk if hidden. There, Mara leaned forward. Hug's my fix for that. Want to try? Silence. Selin sputtered. Bzzrd. Rio smirked. Let it play. Vraka uncrossed her arms. One hand extended. Claws retracted. Demonstrate. Mara stood. Arms open wide. Stepped close. Wrapped gently around the warrior's torso. Avoided spines. Held firm but light. Vraka stiffened. Then sagged. Her breath slowed. Crest shifted green. Calm. Crowd outside gasped. Feeds exploded with comments. Selin checked her pad. Biometrics confirm. Vraka's vitals stabilized. 20% drop. The warrior pulled back. Claws flexed. Strange power. No dominance. Just ease. Mara grinned. That's the point. Vraka hefted her spear. Not threatening. Saluted. Clan debt. You read what others miss. Rios clapped. Incident closed. Exchange proceeds. But Selin frowned. Oversight will review. Human empathy. Untrustworthy. Vraka growled at her. Witness truth or face spear judgment. Mara watched the warrior. Bond sparked. Tiny. But real. Station alarms blared suddenly. Red lights flashed. Rios tapped his comm. Hull breach. Docking sector. Vraka spun. My ships graze. Unstable. Mara grabbed her arm. Together. Fix it. Selin hesitated. Protocol. Vraka shouldered her aside. She leads. We follow. They charged out. Crowd parted. Cams trailed. In the docking bay, sparks flew from the clamp. Vraka's ship groaned. Mara scanned. Support struts compromised. Jammed the override. Rios called drones. On it. Vraka wedged her spear, braced with all four arms. Mara cranked the manual release beside her. Metal screamed. Clamp held. Pull, Mara yelled. Vraka heaved. Mara pushed the lever. Strut snapped free. Ship stabilized. Alarms silenced. Crew cheered. Feeds went wild. Selin lowered her recorder. Cooperation. Effective. Vraka clasped Mara's shoulder. Claws gentle. Hug clan now. You. Mara laughed. Welcome aboard. But oversight pinged Selin's pad. Urgent query. Clarify. Human-invoked ritual? Vraka roared laughter. First real one. She conquered without fight. Rios sealed the bay. Exchange strengthened. Good work. Mara felt the warrior's tail brush hers. Trust, built, bridge crossed. Yet Selin's eyes narrowed. This changes nothing. Humans hide strengths. Vraka grinned fangs. Let them. We learn. As they walked back, Atrium erupted in applause. One question lingered in Mara's mind. What if next ritual demanded more? Mara slid her pad across the atrium table to Vraka. Sign here. 3 steps. Ask. Wait. Accept no. Vraka's forearms froze mid-gesture. The warrior's tail lashed once. Station crowds hushed around them. Cams hovering like curious insects. Applause from the docking bay fix still echoed in feeds. Vraka snatched the pad. Claws scraped the screen as she scanned the glowing text. This, consent card, for touch? Mara nodded. Prevents misunderstandings. Like your intimidation rituals, we say yes or no up front. Selintar leaned in from her observer perch. Antennae twitching. Human trickery. Vraka. Demand clarity. Chief Rios crossed his arms nearby. Station security badge glinting. He eyed the growing ring of onlookers. Keep it civil. Station rules apply. Vraka thrust the pad back at Mara. Repeat offer. Under witnesses. Her voice boomed. Fangs bared in challenge. Add dominance term. Prove hierarchy. Mara held her gaze. Calm. Practical. She tapped the pad. Step 1. I ask permission for contact. Step 2. You wait for my answer. Step 3. No means stop. No dominance. Just respect. Crowd murmured. A human engineer whispered to an alien trader. Cams zoomed. Vraka snarled, weak. Warriors claimed space through threat display. She loomed closer, shoulders flaring, claws flexing. tail coiled like a spring. Mara didn't flinch. Demonstrate? Chief Rios, join us. Rios stepped forward, neutral participant. Fine. Mara faced him. Chief, may I touch your shoulder for emphasis? Rios blinked. Yes? Mara placed a hand there. Light. Steady. See? Ask. Wait. Accept yes. Shh. Withdrew. No. She shook her head at Vraka. No touch. Vraka hesitated. You? Halt me? Exactly. Mara smiled. Your rituals read threats, ours read consent. Dild's trust faster. Selen's pad beeped. She scowled. Test it. Crowding drill. Now, station alarms whooped softly. Simulated protocol kicked in. Alien aides surged forward, four-armed bodies pressing the circle tight. Grunts barked orders. Close ranks. Intimidate. Mara stood center. Bodies loomed. Claws hovered inches from her arms. Heat from scaled hides pressed in. Breath quickened in the crush. Red? Mara said. Voice even? No shout. The drill froze. Aides pulled back. Selen's antennae drooped. Halt confirmed. Card works. Vraka's eyes widened. One word. Stops, warriors? Wara dusted her uniform. Clear signal, no fight needed. Crowd erupted. Cheers mixed with alien hisses of confusion. Cams captured every angle. Rios keyed his comm. Drill over. Stand down. But one aide grumbled. Human weakness invites breach. He lunged forward, claw grazing Mara's sleeve. Test reel, Rios barked. Stand down. Security drones whirred in. The aide snarled, muscles bunching for a shove. Mara stepped between. Ask first. He blinked. Froze. Vraka exploded into motion. Spear shaft slammed the deck. Back. She invoked card. Chaos rippled. More aliens pressed, misunderstanding fueling the surge. A tail whipped wild. Human bystanders shouted. Selen yelled into her recorder. Incident? Human manipulation confirmed. Rios drew his stun baton. All personnel, clear the atrium. Mara raised her hands. Not in surrender. In signal. Everyone, new rule. Nobody touches anybody without a clear yes. Her voice cut through. Amplified by cams. Feeds broadcast station-wide. Vraka lowered her spear. She... Commands? The aide retreated, muttered. Consent? Halts? Selen checked her pad. Oversight queries flooded in. Viral. Station-wide now. Rios holstered his baton, paused. Make it official? Mara nodded. Protocol update. Ask, wait, accept, no. For all species. Crowd stilled. Aliens exchanged glances. One nodded slowly, then another. Vraka clasped Mara's forearm, gentle this time. No claws. You conquer with words, not blades. Mara gripped back. We conquer together. Selen pocketed her recorder. Eyes narrowed less. Data, intriguing. Oversight approves trial. Rios broadcast the order, in force. Alarms chimed approval. Holograms flickered. Consent protocols live. Vraka's tail brushed Mara's leg. Friendly now. Hug clan expands? Mara laughed, one yes at a time. But as cheers swelled, Selen pulled Vraka aside, whispered fierce. Mara's sharp ears caught fragments. Deeper ritual inbound. Humans adapt too fast. Vraka grinned fangs. Good, we match. Mara watched them. Trust bridged one gap. But the next ritual loomed larger. In the docking bay aftermath, sparks had flown and struts snapped. Now words bent warriors. Station feeds looped the drill halt. Humans clapped aliens on backs. With yeses first. Aliens mimicked the card, claws tapping pads awkwardly. Mara drafted addendums on her own screen. Tailor for 4 arms. Threat displays optional. Rios sidled up. You turned a brawl into policy. Brass loves it. Practical. Mara said. No surprises. Vraka rejoined. Spear slung. Train me. Full ritual exchange. Selen hovered. Observed only. Mara extended her pad. Ask first? Vraka tapped yes. Yes. Contact made. Bridge widened. Yet in the crowd's edge, an alien envoy from deeper clans watched. His 4 eyes gleamed. Mara felt his stare. The real test brewed. Hours ticked. Atrium cleared to training decks. Vraka insisted. Witnessed. Challenge. Mara agreed. Goal. Demonstrate reciprocity. They faced off in the padded arena. Rios refereed. Selen recorded. Cams swarmed. Vraka flare. My turn. Intimidate display. You consent? Mara nodded. Yes. Show me. Vraka charged. Roared. Claws slashed air inches away. Tail whipped sand. Fangs snapped. Mara stood. Heart steady. No flinch. Warriors in stands gasped. She endures. Vraka halted, panting. Threat read. Clear, Mara said. Impressive. My turn? Vraka braced. Consent. Yes. Mara approached slow, hands open. May I hug? Vraka stiffened. Hug? Yes or no? A beat. Yes. Mara wrapped arms around the warrior's midriff, warm scales. Steady pressure. Vraka froze. Then arms enfolded back. Careful. Binds clan. Dilds it. Stands erupted. Aliens tested cards on each other. Yeses rippled. Selen's pad overheated. 80% compliance. Cultural shift. Rios grinned. 0 arrests. But the deep clan envoy stepped into light. Vraka. True ritual demands blood oath. Consent? Vraka tensed in Mara's hold. She ready? Mara released. Met his eyes. Ask properly. He snarled. Human plays diplomat. Hides warrior. Crowd hushed. Mara tapped her pad. Broadcast. New rule station-wide. Nobody touches without clear yes. Enforced now. Drones hummed alert. Security locked positions. The envoy recoiled. You claim station? No, Mara said. We claim safety. Together. Vraka laughed, boomed. Follow her lead. He backed off. Muttered retreat. Selen lowered her device. Incident averted. Trust metric. Rising. Vraka exploded into full intimidation stance in the crowded commons. Claws splayed. Fangs bared. Tail lashed the deck plating with a metallic crack. His roar echoed off bulkheads, scattering trays from alien hands. Mara Keen paused mid-step, her coffee bulb halfway to her lips. She stood near a vendor stall, surrounded by mixed-species shoppers. Vraka's display targeted a cluster of his own ash spear kin, low-rank envoys whispering too loudly about the arena hug. He needed to reassert dominance. Fast, the crowd rippled. Humans backed up slow. Aliens froze or mirrored the posture instinctively. Tension spiked. Mara scanned faces. No weapons drawn yet. Good. A young ash spear cadet, barely past scales, green-flecked hide trembling, broke ranks. He spun toward Mara. Copied Vraka perfectly, claws out. Fangs wide. Tail whipped high. Liaison. Read threat! Gasps erupted. Bystanders panicked. A Krell merchant dropped crates, shards skittering. Humans clustered behind pillars. Aliens snarled back, postures escalating. One cadet lunged forward. Riot brewed in seconds. Mara dropped her bulb. Coffee splattered. She slid between the cadet and the mob. Arms wide, palms empty. Everyone. Copy me, now. She inhaled slow. Chest rose. Held 4 counts. Exhaled longer. Shoulders dropped. Repeated. Voice calm. Projected. In. Hold. Out. Match my rhythm. The cadet blinked. Fangs still gleamed, but his tail drooped an inch. Bystanders hesitated. A human trader mimicked first. Then 2 aliens. Breath synced. Chaos ebbed. Claws retracted. Growls faded to murmurs. Vraka barreled through. One massive hand clamped the cadet's shoulder, yanked him back. Enough, fledgling. Stand down. He whirled on Mara, spines flaring. Human. Explain breath command. Is this sorcery, weakness ploy? Mara kept breathing steady, watched his chest heave. No sorcery. De-escalation. Works on anyone with lungs. She tapped her wristwatch. Hollow timer glowed. 2 minutes. I'll time it. Join me, Vraka snarled. Eyed the settling crowd. Selentar hovered at the edge, pad scanning metrics, frills twitching doubt. Chief Rios loomed behind her, hand on stun baton, gaze locked on Mara, public eyes everywhere. No room for error. Warrior does not breathe on command. Vraka growled, but his tail stilled. Pride warred with curiosity. Consent? Mara asked. Simple, direct, he grunted. Yes, prove it. Mara nodded. Inhale with me. 4 counts. She demonstrated. Vraka's nostrils flared. He matched. Chest expanded. Hold. 4. Muscles tensed, then eased. Exhale. 6 counts. Slow, he blew out. Force rattled nearby stalls. Crowd watched, breath sinking wider. The cadet aped them. Spines flattening. Again, Mara said. Timer ticked. 0:45. Feel the drop. Heart slows. Threat reads clearer. Vraka's eyes narrowed, but he followed. In. Hold. Out. Scales gleamed less fevered. This tames rage. Channels it. Mara glanced at bystanders. Panic gone. Traders restocked crates. The Krell laughed low. Your stance signals fight. Breath signals control. Dialogue phraseoke. Same power, no blood. Timer hit 1:30. Vraka's claws sheathed fully. He rumbled deep. Cadet. Again, on me. The young one squared up. Half-hearted roar. Mara stepped aside. Vraka met him, claws out. Then both inhaled on her cue. Stance dissolved into rhythm. Crowd exhaled collective. Selen pushed forward, pad beeping. Trust metric up 12%. No injuries. But this looks manipulative. Humans weave calm like nets. Rios crossed arms. Calm beats cuffs. Station logs it clean. Vraka ignored them. Faced Mara square. Teach full routine. Clan needs this. His voice dropped. Fledgling mimicked rank challenge. On you. Soft target. Mara smiled faint. No soft targets here. Just bridges. Timer beeped. 2 o'clock. She flicked it off. Routine. Breath first. Ask consent. Second. Stance last if yes. He tilted head. Scales shifted. Amusement. Human flips ritual. Warriors breathe before claws. A vendor alien tested it on a neighbor. Inhale synced. Laughter bubbled. Cadets clustered, practicing. Words spread holographic. Pads lit with breath command challenge. Selen's frill spiked. Vraka. Protocol demands report. This alters intimidation norms. Deep Clan elders watch feeds. Let them watch. Vraka clapped Mara's shoulder. Gentle, for him. She endures roar, teaches control. Clan bond strengthens. Mara rubbed the spot. Bruise later. Worth it. Group demo? Show the commons. Vraka boomed agreement. Form circle. Liaisons lead. Crowd swelled. Humans joined edges. Aliens centered. Mara called cadence. In. Hold. Out. Waves rippled. Rios signaled drones to record. Public relations gold. But Selen sidled close. Voice low. This works today. Tomorrow? Cadets misuse breath as weakness signal. Or humans hide strikes behind calm. I observe. Distrust lingers. Mara met her gaze. Observe closer. Empathy isn't hide. It's red. Halfway through circle, the cadet tugged Vraka's tail. Elder, Deep Clan envoy arrives. Demands full blood ritual on station feed. Now, Vraka's spine snapped up. Crowd breaths hitched. Mara checked timer reflex. 1:20 left. The envoy strode in. Older Ashbeer, scars like comet trails. Flanked by guards. Vraka. Arena hugs weaken line. Prove rank. Intimidate or bleed. Eyes locked on Mara. Public scrutiny tripled. Feeds buzzed station-wide. Vraka tensed. Claws twitched. But he inhaled deep. Matched Mara's rhythm. Envoy. Consent for breath first? Gasps. The envoy recoiled. What weakness. Mara stepped forward, wristwatch ready. 2 minutes. Try it. Clear head, true threat read. Selen's pad overheated again. Rios gripped baton tighter. Circle held breath. The envoy snarled, but tail flicked. Curious. 1 cycle, then claws. Mara started timer. In. Old. Out. Envoy matched. Chest rose slow. Crowd synced. Tension coiled. Then uncoiled. Vraka grinned fangs. See, human way wins without spill. But as exhale peaked, The envoy's eyes sharpened on Mara. Clever, but ritual demands more. Consent for test? Mara nodded steady. Yes, what test? He lunged. Not full. Probe slash. Vraka intercepted. Claws locked. Breath still synced. Crowd held. Timer ticked 1:55. Sullen whispered, metrics exploding. But if this breaks... Rios murmured into calm. Security on standby. Mara watched spines. No panic, just rhythm. Trust hung on next breath. Vraka shoved the envoy back with locked claws. The older warrior staggered, spines flattening. Breath synced across the circle. One long inhale. Hold. Exhale. Timer hit 0. Mara clicked it off. Clear head now? The envoy rubbed his slashed forearm. Blood welled, but shallow. He snarled, then dipped his head. Threat read true. No weakness shown. Crowd erupted. Claws sheathed, tails thumping approval. Feeds blared station-wide cheers. Selin Tar yanked her overheated pad. Metrics off charts. Peace holds. Chief Rios holstered his baton. No incidents. Good. Vraka turned to Mara. Fangs bared in grin. Chest heaved, but steady. Human. Warrior Bay. Now. Witness honor drill. Prove your breath holds claws. Mara met her gaze. Spines quivered. Triumph mixed with something sharper. Public eyes burned. She nodded once. Led. Vraka gripped Mara's elbow. Claws light. They strode through parting crowd. Station corridors blurred. Ash spear guards flanked. Tails high. Warrior Bay loomed. Reinforced bulkheads. Claw-scarred floors. Racks of spears glinting under red lights. Inside, Vraka waved off her squad. Out. Honor drill private. Doors hissed shut. Echoes died. Mara scanned the bay. Sparring mats scarred deep. Armor stands loomed like skeletons. Air thick with musk and oil. Vraka planted feet wide. Witness. Standard drill. She slammed chest plate against a rack. Metal clanged. Spines flared full. Stand center. Hold stare. I advance. You flinch. Humans labeled soft. Mara crossed arms. No drill. Not here. She stepped closer. Boots firm on mat. Private talk first. Armor off. All of it. Face to face. Vraka froze. Claws flexed. Insult. Armor is rank. Remove means challenge bear claw. Exactly. Mara held palms open. No weapons. No plates. Just words. You want true threat read? Start here. Spines rattled. Vraka's tail lashed twice. Then she hissed approval. Bold. One claw stabbed the door panel. Locks chunked. Sealed tight. No feeds. No guards. She unclasped shoulder guards. Thud. Gauntlets next. Claws freed. Gleaming. Chest plate unlatched with a pneumatic hiss. It dropped heavy. Underneath, scaled torso gleamed. Scars crisscrossing like lightning. No underpadding. Just muscle and spines curling tight. Vraka straightened. 8 feet of bare warrior loomed. Fangs inches from Mara's face. Eye contact. Hold. Or bleed. Mara didn't flinch. She tilted chin up. Locked eyes. Golden slits to steady brown. Vraka's breath washed hot. Metallic. Seconds stretched. Vraka circled slow. Tail brushed Mara's leg. Test. Mara stood root still. Speak. Vraka halted front on. Claws hovered near shoulders, not touching. Why no fear? Humans flee bare challenge. Mara mirrored her stance. Feet wide, shoulders square. Hands loose at sides, not fear. Care. She matched Vraka's rhythm. Chest rise matched inhale. Drills a mask. What's real? That flinch in arena, before breath. Vraka's spines twitched. Pupils narrowed. Warrior reads nothing. Lie. Mara held gaze. Envoy watched you sink breaths. Called weakness. Your claws locked his. Not kill strike. Hesitation. Silence hummed. Vraka's tail coiled tight. Then exhaled sharp. Truth. She stepped back half pace. Muscles bunched, but spines lowered a notch. Ash spear status bleeds on flinch. Intimidate rivals. Read threats blind. Arena. Your breath tricked. Looked weak. Envoy demands proof. Lose rank. Exile. Mara nodded slow. Fear labeled weak. Got it. She eased posture fraction. Invitation. Human way. Strengthen bridge, not break. You held line. No blood spilled. That's win. Vraka snorted. Fangs gleamed. But worked. She flexed claws. Eyed the locked door. Public saw. Wrath push won't. If envoy pushes drill public, Mara tapped wristwatch. Timer proved it. Propose new signal. Golden eyes sharpened. What signal? Breath sync. Private first. Mara demonstrated, in slow, hold, out. Public, mirror posture. No clause. Shows respect earned. Vraka tested it. Inhaled deep. Chest expanded huge. Held. Exhaled. Matched. Spines relaxed full. First time Mara saw. Feels. Clear. Threat reads true. Door panel beeped. Sullen's voice crackled external. Vraka. Envoy calls council. Feeds demand drill footage. Open. Vraka tensed. Claws slashed air. Weakness exposed. Mara touched her arm. Light. Scales warm. Pulse racing under. No. Strength. She nodded at discarded armor. Suit up. We exit synced. Show them. Vraka held stare. Then barked laugh. Harsh reel. Grabbed chest plate. Clasps snapped home. Full armor gleamed. She unlocked door. Hissed it open. Selen burst in. Pad glowing. Envoy loomed behind. Guards tense. Chief Rios at flank. Baton ready. Drill. Envoy demanded. Eyes flicked Mara's calm face. Vraka's loose spines. Vraka stepped forward. Mara matched its side. Posture mirrored. Feet synced. New drill. Vraka thumped chest. Breath honor. Witness. Crowd outside. Feeds hummed. Picked up audio. Envoy spines rose. Prove. Mara started timer silent. In. All inhaled. Chests rose as one. Envoy scars stretched. Held. Selen's pad overheated again. Rios gripped baton loose. Out. Tension uncoiled. Envoy dipped head. Respect signal accepted. Rank holds. Vraka grinned, fangs wide. Claws sheathed. Human bridge strongest. Feeds exploded cheers. Mara checked timer. Perfect cycle. Selen muttered. Unprecedented. Trust metrics tripled. But as warriors thumped tails in approval, Vraka leaned to Mara. Voice low, spines brushing shoulder. Private drill later. Bear. Test hold. Mara smiled. Deal. Rios cleared throat. Station secure, but council wants full report. Selen nodded sharp. Human manipulation confirmed? Or genuine? Vraka snarled protective. Genuine. Claws vouch. Mara watched spines flare guard. First cross-species shield. Bridge held. Hours later, Warrior Bay emptied. Vraka lingered. Armor half off. Mara entered alone. Invited. Door locked again. Real reason? Vraka rumbled. Chest bare, scars lit red. Mara mirrored stance. Always care first. Builds fastest. Spines curled close. Not threat. Bond. Station feeds looped the sync. Aliens across decks mimicked breaths. Humans chuckled, joined in. Peace bridged, but Vraka's golden eyes held Mara. Next test. Off station. Hunt together. Mara nodded. Protective watch. Warrior laughed. Trust sealed bear claw. Station alarms shrieked through the bays. Red strobes slashed the dim-lit corridors. Mara snapped upright from her console. Heart steady. Vraka's golden eyes locked on the main hatch. Spines bristled along her crest. Hardline patrol. Vraka growled. Her spear hummed to life. Grip tight. Unannounced. Challenge. Mara checked her pad. Feeds confirmed. Ash Spear frigate docked without clearance. Public channels lit up with crowd chatter from the observation decks. Chief Rios's voice boomed over comms. All envoys. Hold position. Security en route. The bay doors hissed open. Armored warriors stormed in. 10 strong. Tails lashing. Their commander, a scarred brute named Korath, slammed his bootplate down. His spines flared full threat. Eyes fixed on Vraka. Vraka of the Ash Spear. Korath's voice rumbled like grinding stone. Submission check. Now, public. Crowd feeds outside the viewport. erupted. Aliens pressed against glass, spines quivering. Humans gawked from upper levels. Selentar burst through a side door, pad clutched like a shield. This violates station protocols. Consent required. Korath ignored her. He advanced on Vraka, claws extended. Prove rank. Bare throat, yield signal. Vraka's muscles coiled, spear tip gleamed. Her status hung on this. Warriors lived by dominance displays. Lose here, and her envoy role shattered. Mara felt the weight. Public eyes everywhere. One wrong move, and the fragile peace cracked. Mara stepped forward. Calm, hands open. Stand down, Commander Korath. Station Law, Article 47. All ritual challenges require mutual consent. Recorded and witnessed. Korath wheeled on her, fangs bared, soft skin interference. This is Ash Spear Code.
Station code overrides. Mara held her pad high.
Timer ready. Vraka, consent? Vraka hesitated. Spines flicked toward Mara. Trust flickered in her gaze. The breath sank from hours ago, still fresh. No humiliation, no yield to a bully. No, Vraka rumbled. Spear lowered slow, deliberate, human way. Korath snarled, tails thrashed. His patrol closed ranks, claws scraping deck. Insult! Enforce! Selen jabbed her pad. Broadcast live. Recording active. Consent denied. Patrol. You attempt violation. Stand down or face council sanction. Rios arrived then, baton humming blue. 4 security drones hovered at his flanks. Chief Rios, back off, Korath. Now. Tension thickened the air. Warrior sense. Musk and ozone. Clogged Mara's nose. Crowd feeds hummed louder. Bets flashed on public boards. Vraka yields. Human bluff called. Korath's spines twitched. He eyed Vraka's lowered spear. Confusion rippled his crest. No fight. No submission. Just calm. Vraka turned to Mara. Chest rose deliberate. Respect signal, as before. Mara inhaled deep. Matched her. In. Chests expanded together. Held. Out. Tension uncoiled like a released spring. Korath froze. His warriors blinked, spines drooping. What? Ritual? Human bridge, Vraka said. Fangs gleamed. Not threat. Pride. Stronger than claws. Selen thrust her pad forward. Hollow feed projected the breath sync, looped with timestamps. Broadcast complete. Consent violation logged. Patrol. Withdraw. Korath growled low, but spines flattened. Public eyes pinned him. Lose here, his command tarnished. This, weakness cloaked. Strength shared, Mara said. Voice even. Watch the metrics. Selen's pad beeped. Trust scores spiked across feeds. Alien viewers mimicked breaths. Spines sinking in waves. Human cheers mixed in. Korath's tail flicked retreat. Frigate. Dock, release. He spun, warriors trailing. Hatch sealed behind them. Bay fell quiet. Vraka sheathed her spear. Claws flexed easy. You blocked strike. Claws O. Mara smiled faint. Protocol first. Care second. Rios holstered his baton. Clean, but council's watching replays. Selen, your call? Selen's spines eased. Pad cooled in her grip. Genuine, no manipulation. Metrics prove. She glanced at Vraka. Warrior chooses human signal. Unheard of. Crowd outside thumped approvals. Tails and fists. Feeds looped the sync. Station-wide. Vraka leaned close to Mara. Voice low. Spines brushing protective. They test again. Private, you ready? Mara nodded. Always. Hours ticked by. Council chamber filled via hollow. Station chief projected the incident. Alien rep spines rigid. Human delegates calm. Explain, the chief demanded. Eyes on Mara. Standard response. Mara said. Consent protects all. Vraka chose collaboration. Vraka stood tall beside her. Spear grounded. Human care disarms better than force. Patrol exposed. Broadcast forced stand down. Trust rebuilt public. No blood. Chief nodded. Record stands. Patrol reprimanded. Envoys continue. Chamber dissolved. Mara and Vraka exited to corridor. Spine's curled companion, first open bond. But Selen caught them, pad out. One anomaly. Korath's frigate lingers. Scans show weapon charge. Vraka's claws unsheathed. Ambush prep. Rios calmed in. Perimeter breach. 2 shuttles inbound. Hardliners. Alarms wailed again. Mara gripped her pad. Evac protocols. Vraka snarled. Hunt. Spear out. Together. Mara matched stride. Protective. Drones hummed alert. Corridors cleared fast. Public feeds shifted to live peril cams. Crowd hushed. They reached the outer lock. Shuttles clamped hard, uninvited. Korath's voice boomed external. Vraka, face true check. No soft-skin shield. Vraka bared fangs, but glanced Mara. Breath signal, Mara nodded. In. Spines rose with her chest. Held, out. Lock cams caught it. Feeds exploded. Warriors and shuttles faltered. Spines sinking involuntary. Selen arrived, broadcasting wide. Second violation. All witness. Korath roared, but his tail drooped. Shuttles powered down. Docked shuttles retracted. Rios sealed perimeter. They break. Vraka laughed deep. Bridge holds. Station cheers thundered. Feeds showed aliens galaxy-wide joining breaths. Humans led. Spines followed. Mara watched Vraka's eyes. Golden. Fierce. Off station next. Hunt. Vraka rumbled. Claw extended. Bond bare. Mara clasped it. Firm. Trust sealed under stars. But Selen's pad pinged private. Council override. Korath petitions rematch. Off-station neutral ground. Vraka's spines flared eager. Accept. Mara felt the pull. Danger loomed. Bridge tested true. Chief Rios patched through. Armory open. Your call, Keen. Mara checked feeds. Galaxy watched. Gear up. We bridge it. Warriors across decks thumped fists. Humans nodded steady. Peace forged in breath. Vraka gripped Mara's shoulder. Claws guard. Care first, Mara replied. Shuttle prepped. Stars beckoned. Hunt awaited. Vraka's claw tapped Mara's shoulder. Teach the hold. Now, before shuttle. Mara paused mid-stride in the prep bay. Gear crates hummed around them. Technicians bolted panels. She turned. Vraka loomed. Spines half-raised, golden eyes locked. No retreat in that stare. Hug demo? Mara asked. She kept her voice level. Practical, like briefing a drill. Controlled. Vraka rumbled. Warrior form. Rules bind chaos. Mara nodded. She glanced at the wall cams. Red lights blinked. Public feeds linked galaxy-wide. Perfect. Transparency. Built trust. Okay. Training exercise. Timer first. She pulled her wrist pad. Bap. 30 seconds. Escape taps. Too quick on arm or back. Verbal stop any time. Clear? Vraka's tail flicked once. Affirmative. Initiate on mark. Mara positioned them center bay. Full cam view. No shadows. Cameras rolling. Witnesses everywhere. Ready? Mark. Vraka stepped in. Arms wrapped Mara fast. Spines quivered against her back. Pressure crushed. Ribs creaked. Too tight. Warrior grip meant to pin foes. Mara tapped twice. Sharp. On Vraka's scaled forearm. Contact broke instant. Vraka stepped back. Spines flattened. Error. Gauge failed. Mara rubbed her side. Breathed even. No blame. Good stop. Too much force. Like sparring a featherweight. Reset lighter. Vraka's fangs clicked. Thought. Verbal cue. Add it. Status. Every 10 seconds. I say good or adjust. Go. Timer reset. Vraka closed again. Slower. Arms encircled loose. Warmth seeped through scales. Mara fit against plated chest. Status. Vraka growled low. Good, Mara said. She relaxed deliberate. Showed ease. Pressure eased more. Spine stayed low. Timer beeped. End. Vraka released. Eyed Mara close. Soft skin endures. No flinch. Practice makes it natural, Mara replied. Your turn to lead next time. Chief Rios strode up. Button clipped tight. Keen. Shuttle hot in 5. Feeds spiking. Korath's clan circles neutral ground. Mara checked her pad. Live count soared. Billions tuned. We're bridging!
Vraka?
Vraka rumbled approval. Claws flexed. Test in commons first. Escort flares. They moved out. Bay doors hissed open to central commons. Station hub buzzed. Aliens clustered. Ash spear warriors in escort formation, spines rigid. Fangs bared at human tech's passing gear. Tension crackled. One escort snarled. Tail lashed a crate. Vraka strode forward. Raised arms wide. Pulled the lead warrior in. Crowd froze. Cams swiveled. Vraka held firm but light. Spines synced low. Status? Warrior stiffened, then spines dropped. Good, he grated. Claws patted Vraka's back. Escape tap mock. Escort spines rippled. One by one, they paired. Hugs traded. Verbal checks echoed. Status? Good. Humans watched. Grinned quiet. Station speakers crackled. Rios keyed open. Perimeter clear. No incidents. Selentar pushed through. Pad glowing. Her quills twitched sharp. This manipulation? Humans twist rights? Mara stepped up. Calm. Training. Public. See the feeds. Selen scanned. Counts exploded. Alien comments flooded. Spines sink. Soft skins teach hold. Vraka released her last escort. Formation reformed. Steady. Bridge widens. Observer. Selen's quills eased a fraction. Council watches. Korath demands rematch pure. No soft tricks. Cares no trick, Mara said. It's protocol. Shuttle klaxon blared. Docking clamps released. Rios waved them on. Gear checked. Armory light load. Your call holds. Vraka gripped Mara's arm, pulled her toward ramp. Hunt ground. Claws ready. You. Old anchor. Mara boarded. Strapped in. Vraka beside her. Spines brushed her shoulder. Voluntary. Neutral ground loomed. Asteroid arena. Korath shuttles ghosted scans. Public peril cams linked. Selen buckled opposite. Petition logged. One-on-one. Witness drones only. Vraka bared fangs. True check. No shield. Mara leaned close. Breath first, then hold. Engines thrummed. Shuttle undocked. Stars wheeled. Asteroid field expanded on viewscreen. Jagged rocks tumbled slow. Neutral ground. Carved pit arena. Ancient challenge site. No Atmo. Suits mandatory. Drones buzzed ahead. Feeds live. Galaxy held breath. Korath's voice crackled external. Vraka. Bare weakness. Face alone. Vraka's spines flared. But she glanced Mara. Inhaled deep. Chest rose. Held. Out. Slow. Spine settled. Mara suited up. Helmet seal clicked. Protocol. I observe close. Tap if needed. Vraka nodded. Claw salute. Bond guards. They cycled. Lock. Boots crunched regolith. Arena pit yawned. Korath waited center. Massive. Spines fully crested. Clan flanked edges. Drones hummed. Cams tight. Korath roared. Charged. Vraka met him. Claws locked. Spines slashed air. Mara circled edge. Heart steady. Watched cues. Korath pinned Vraka. Fangs inches. Yield! Vraka twisted. Broke free. But faltered. Side gash wept. Mara signaled drone close. Med patch ready. Korath lunged again. Vraka dodged. Countered. Slammed him down. Spines quivered. Exhaustion. Korath rose snarling. Soft taint weakens. Vraka held ground. Arms wide. Status? Korath froze. Clan murmured. Mara stepped forward. Suit lights cut dust. Check in. Galaxy sees. Korath's spines twitched. Confusion. Then lowered fraction. What right? Vraka closed distance. Slow. Arms out. Hold. Learn. Korath snarled, but didn't strike. Claws flexed. Contact. Tentative. Vraka lighter. Status. Korath rumbled. Good. Clan spines synced. Drones captured every tap. Every breath. Selen's voice patched through. Feeds overload. Council concedes. Bridge verified. Rios patched station-wide. Perimeter stands down. Cheers inbound. Korath released. Stepped back. Tail low. Warrior yields. To pact. Vraka clasped his arm. Firm. Mara joined. Human hand between claws. Stars glittered. Arena silent but for breaths. Shuttle ramp lowered, but Vraka lingered. Pulled Mara in. Full hold, light. Status. Good, she said. Timer irrelevant now. Clan watched. Spines low. Trust forged raw. Back aboard. Commons erupted. Warriors thumped chests. Humans clapped steady. Sullen approached. Pad dark. Incident zero. Humans? Predict chaos? Mara smiled. Care first, always. Vraka rumbled laugh. Claw on Mara's back. Next hunt, together. Feeds showed galaxy sinking. Breaths led. Holds followed. Bridge unbreakable. Compassion's span held warriors fast. Selen jabbed her pad at the crowded common screen. Joint ceremony. Dawn cycle. All envoys attend. Intimidation rites end. Consent greetings only. Mara blinked sweat from her eyes. The arena dust still clung to her suit. Warriors thumped chests around her. Human claps echoed off bulkheads. Vraka's claw rested light on her shoulder. Warm, steady. Selen's spines twitched. Council demands record. No repeats of Korath's lunge. Vraka rumbled low. Agreed. Mara's bridge holds. Mara nodded. Her goal, lock in the change before tempers reignited. Send invites station-wide. Include cadets. Selen's eyes narrowed. Cadets? Untrained spines could snap. They learn fast. Mara said. Show them now. Selen hesitated. Feeds hummed overhead. Galaxy eyes locked. She tapped. Invites pinged every wristband. Cheers swelled. Outcome sealed. Ceremony set. Dawn cycle hit. Ceremony deck gleamed under spotlights. Alien warriors lined one side, spines half raised. Human cadets fidgeted opposite. Drones buzzed. Station feeds live. Vraka stepped center. Mara flanked him. Her pulse steady. His spines low. Respect signal. Watch. Vraka boomed. Arms wide. Claws flexed open. Status check. Consent first. He turned to Mara. Slow approach. Liaison keen. Hold? Mara smiled. Arms out. Status good. Hold. Claws met shoulders. Light pressure. Spines. Synced low. Warriors murmured. Cadets leaned in. Vraka. Released. Faced crowd. Mara's protocol. Credits her. Intimidation blinds. Care sees. Applause cracked. Alien tails flicked approval. Selen's pad beeped. Views spiked. Mara's turn. Goal. Shift drills from threats to de-escalation. Cadets edged forward. Eyes wide. Pair up, Mara called. Practice check-ins. No poses. Voices first. A cadet paired with Korath's second. Young warrior snarled reflex. Cadet froze. Easy, Mara coached. Arms wide. Status? Warrior paused. Spines quivered. Status? Good. Hold locked. Laughter rippled. Pairs formed. Claws tapped shoulders. Human hands gripped forearms. Drones captured grins. Selen sidled close. Manipulation? Humans twist warriors soft. Mara met her gaze. Test it. Pair with Rios. Conflict sparked. Selen's spines flared, but she stepped up. Chief Rios loomed. Badge crisp. Status, envoy? Rios asked, arms open. Selen tensed. Claws hovered, then tapped. Good. Rios nodded. Policy incoming. Outcome. Drills flowed. Ceremony hummed. Chief Rios activated the main feed. A station policy scrolled. Consent greetings mandatory. Threat poses restricted. De-escalation drills weekly. Crowd stilled. Warriors' spines low. Cadets beamed. Rios faced Vraka. You, co-instructor. Visiting warriors train under you, and keen. Vraka's tail thumped deck. Honor. Bridge needs 2 spines. Mara exhaled. Public scrutiny peaked. Feeds at billions. Goal met. Trust rebuilt. Policy locked. But Vraka lingered post-drills. Pulled her aside. Deck lights dimmed. Drones hovered discreet. Claw on her wrist. Spines fully low. Mara keen. Formal vow. Station paused. Eyes turned. I, Vraka of Ashspear, vow protection. Your care shields clan. Claws guard your bridge. Mara's throat tightened. Warriors bowed heads. Cadets held breath. Selen's pad glowed. Record on. Accepted, Mara said. Voice clear, reciprocal. Humans stand with you. Vraka rumbled. Chest swelled. Then spines twitched sheepish. One request, on record. He spread arms. One more hold. Status. Laughter erupted. Feeds exploded. Mara stepped in, full embrace. Status good. Claws wrapped gentle. Spines synced to her breath. Galaxy watched. Warrior taught peace. Hugged for it. Chief Rios cleared the deck later. Warriors filed out. Practicing check-ins. Cadets buzzed with replays. Mara wiped her brow. Vraka stayed. Next drill? Hunt sim? She grinned. De-escalation first. Then hunt. Selen approached. Pad tucked. Council hails bridge. Chaos predicted. None came. Vraka thumped her shoulder. Light. Humans predict care. Station hummed onward. Feeds looped the hug. Policy held. Trust spanned stars. But in quiet commons, Vraka leaned close. Private status? Good. Mara laughed. Arms out again. Always. Claws met. Hold lingered. Bridge unbreakable. Weeks blurred. Drills packed decks. Visiting warriors arrived. Spines high, then low. Vraka barked orders. Mara refined calls. Consent verbal! Vraka roared at a snarling recruit. Status? Mara echoed. Recruit paused. Tapped. Synced. Rios patrolled edges. Zero incidents. Views fund next exchange. Sullen audited feeds. Manipulation debunked. Empathy. Efficient. One drill. A cadet stumbled. Claw grazed too hard. Warrior flinched. Mara knelt. Check in. Breathe. Warrior rumbled. Soft. Works. Vraka nodded. Clan yields to pact. Public vows echoed in every hold. Galaxy synced breaths. Mara watched Vraka demo for new envoys, arms wide. Status good. Claws everywhere. Trust built tap by tap. Then, post-drill, Vraka pulled her to viewport. Stars wheeled. First intimidate, he said. Now teach peace. Your fault, Mara chuckled. Compassion's fast bridge, he rumbled. One more. Off record? She hugged. Tight, on record forever. Spines low. Laughter shared. Friendship forged. Station thrived. Warriors clapped human style. Cadets raised mock spines. Chief Rios updated policy again. Hugs optional. Recommended. Feeds cheered. Bridge held. Vraka's vow echoed in Mara's comms daily. Protection sworn. She checked her own. Care first, always. One eve, alarm pinged. Rogue shuttle, uninvited warrior. Vraka spines flared. Status? Mara beside. Check in first. They moved. Claws and hand linked. De-escalation live. Warrior docked, snarling. Spines max. Vraka wide. Status? Snarl faltered. Mara lit suit. Consent hold. Claws flexed. Tapped. Good. Feeds captured. Galaxy synced again. Rios grinned. Policy gold. Esselin bowed slight. Bridge verified. Vraka pulled Mara close post-crisis. Punt now, together? She nodded, with check-ins. Laughter boomed. Trust spanned dangers. Compassion bridged, fastest way. Warriors hugged back.